If you were watching the previous segment, The Valley, you'll know I've got a problem out there. There's a yowie out there, no shit, but it won't go anywhere near the cameras. Now, some of you are probably saying, you say you've seen it, but how do we know you're telling the truth? And that's fair enough, so how do I prove it? Good question, I'm still working on it. So instead of stopping everything in its tracks, I've decided to look in other areas while I decide what to do. So if there's one yowie, there must be more. So I had a look at Google Earth and some old maps and found an old track and decided to take a look. I found the track and followed it down the ridge to a saddle. There were some wattle trees across the track, so I got out to remove them, had a leak and a look around and noticed some larger wattles were snapped off. Here's what happened. This tree here is blocking the road, as you can see. It's not a real big one, but there's chips all over the ground. It's been all chipped away, and they've been wanting to get inside. I'd reckon inside that tube. Maybe there was witchetty grubs or something. Anyway, there's more over here. Okay, here's the first photo. Now you can see down here all the chips on the ground. There seems to be two specific lengths here, larger ones and smaller ones, but no long strips. It hasn't been stripped off, it's been chipped off or bitten off. Now the tree's been pushed over for easier access to the base. You can see the roots there coming out of the ground. Now to the tube inside. These wattles aren't normally hollow, and the tube you can see probably contained quite a large grub. Now the interesting thing, which I only picked up later, was what I believe to be a tooth or tooth marks on the actual tube there. There's another little one there. That's been done green. These two here have been damaged as well. The one on the left has been reefed out of the ground, but there's a hollow section in this one as well. The one beside it has been chewed for access to the inside, which I can't say I've ever seen before. There's one there. That's been done green. There's one over here that's pretty recent. You can see it there. It's not a huge tree, but nonetheless, there you go. This one was quite a large tree, but you can see the work of the grubs again. Just hopped in the car, had a bit of a look around. There's more over here. Here's a little one here, obviously after grubs. That one's hollow as well. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, focus, you bastard. There we go. Grub inside. There's this one over here. Pulled off at the extremities. You can see that one's green. Sort of not a bad little spot here. Just had another bit of a look around. They are broken off everywhere. Where's that one there? There it is there. That's about 8 or 9 foot off the ground, that one. This one's been snapped off at the top. There it is. And here's the tree. That's the tree there. Snapped off at the top. as you can see. This one here was snapped off at about 14 foot above the ground, but like the previous photo, it seems to be chewed again. This one here looks about 3 months old, but this one looks like it's maybe a year old. You can see the grub holes there. Now here's the suspect for tree damage. Black cockatoos. I don't know if you get these anywhere else but Australia. These birds are about 2.5 foot high. They're a big bird, but they'll strip a tree and even crack small trees open for grubs. But they couldn't possibly do this. The wind? I don't think so. And if we exclude these two possibilities, there's no native animal in Australia that could do this. Well, this is the first time I've seen this in the bush ever, and I've lived in or near the bush most of my life. I believe this to be the work of our hairy friends looking for food. You be the judge.